Hello, good morning, everyone, on this beautiful Monday morning, 10 a.m. Central Time here on Instagram Live. I hope you guys had a blessed weekend. And I'm actually coming to you from a different room today, in case you don't recognize my background. This is another part of the office here at the ministry. And so you can see the lion in the background. I've actually had that for years. He's an old friend of mine who actually created those. If many of you actually remember the Lion of Judah, there were, I think, 4 or 5 in the set. And William Hallmark's a close friend of mine, lives in my city. And back in the day, they were like really famous. And so I've got signed and numbered pictures of these lions. But anyway, I'm glad you guys are on board with us today. Many of you might be seeing this and watching this pre-recorded as well on other social media networks, or such as, let's see, YouTube, LinkedIn, Zappit, Twitter, Facebook, and here on Instagram. And so if you're joining with me live today, hey, hello and welcome. And as many of you know, as promised, I'm going to release my brand new book today, Book of the Month. And for those of you who are not on the program, I will stress this again. For those of you who are not on the program, you will miss out. Okay, so we are gonna put a link up on the website here shortly for the combo, okay? So, but it probably won't be offered to everybody. But once again, we're locking in some of our books for just the Hot Off the Press Monthly Book Club. So if you see these books and you're like, man, I love it, then you need to go to the website, identitynetwork.net, and make sure you are on the program of the Hot Off the Press Monthly Book Club, okay? I want to make sure all you guys and gals are on it to where you're getting the book of the month. Because once again, some of these books will not be offered on the website, all right? No matter how many pounds big people beg or bleed, it's only going to be for the Hot Off the Press Monthly Book Club members. So I just want to let you know that. We will, however, I will make a link today, probably next couple days, on the website for this combo of my brand new book I'm about to tell you about for this month, and then have it up just for a day or two, and then it's taken back down. So make sure you guys are signed up today for the Hot Off the Press Monthly Book Club, all right? Because the book actually went out yesterday for my partners on the program, but I'm glad you guys joined in. So are you ready? Here we go. Da-da-da-da-dum. The new book for this month is The Work of Angels in Our Lives. It's a pretty good-sized, thick book. For those of you on the program of Hot Off the Press Monthly Book Club, you will also get the actual study guide itself with it, all right? Now, the reason why this is the brand new book that just came out this month, just released, The Work of Angels in Our Lives. I had several friends of mine who were even Baptists say I was blown away. I had charismatics say I was blown away. I had people, from all different walks of life said I was blown away by the books, Jeremy, because of the fact that you might say, how were they blown away? They just came out. We actually send a couple of, every month I do a little bit of previewing for some people to get their opinions from different walks of life, and every one of them, hands down, were like blown away, all right? So I wanted to bring this up to your attention today, The Work of Angels in Our Lives, and then the study guide. For those on the program, once again, you get the study guide free of charge. So if you're on the Hot Off the Press Monthly Book Club, the link is on here right now. If you still sign up today, all right, then we will ship these out to you. And once again, only in the continental USA. And I'm so sorry, guys. For those of you who are not in the USA, we can make a bargain with you, a deal with you, and cut your shipping in half. But those of you who are in the United States, you get free shipping and you get the study guide free. Okay, as a combo. That's usually every 2 or 3 months I will do this special to where you have a one set price for the book, but you also get the study guide free, which is a $10.99 value, and you get the ebook free of charge, another $10.99 value. Okay, free shipping, $10.99 value free, $10.99 value free for the ebook as well. Only for those in the USA. If you're not in the USA, you can email the ministry, and my team will gladly help you out with what we do for those people out of the country. All right, so sign up today. All right, you guys ready for me to talk about it? So on the Work of Angels in Our Lives book and study guide, and sorry, I've been so busy this morning. My mind's been so occupied, and so I'm having to get centered and settled here today, all right, with you guys. So in the book, The Work of Angels in Our Lives, let me just say this also. For those people who actually previewed the book, told me, Jeremy, I did not realize that there was different names for different angels. All I've ever heard was Gabriel and maybe Raphael, or maybe the 2 or 3 common names that we read in the scriptures. Let me tell you something. There's different names of angels that you would be shocked that are in old ancient manuscripts, biblical old manuscripts. That some of them are not even in the Bible, but they're old ancient manuscripts that were recorded by prophets of the Bible. So I'm telling you, You will not read this in any book in your whole entire existence you've ever read on angels in our lives, okay? So within this book and study guide, I actually talk about awakening to the angelic. Now, the reason why I say awakening to the angelic is because there are things you need to know about angels, okay? They're not just here to protect you. They're not just here to sort of like, one of the misconceptions of people, especially a lot of these revivalist meetings, is they'll say, angels showed up, and that's great. But angels don't show up to say, hey, look at me, I'm pretty, look at my wings. There's never a show up of anything of the kingdom. I want to go on record to say this. There's never anything showing up in the kingdom of God that is not productive. Everything of God's kingdom, from the angels down to everything in God's kingdom that is revealed to you, is only revealed and shows up because of reproduction. Okay, reproducing, exchange, giving and taking. There's always an exchange with angels, always an exchange of giving of something or having a mission or an assignment. Angels don't show up just to show themselves off as being pretty or big. There's always a mission and a purpose. And the reason why most people miss that within the Bible is because they don't understand how to read between the lines of seeing why the angel's there and what the angels is showing up for. There's always a purpose and a mission, all right? Remember this. This is going to sound funny to you guys, but it's true. Angels are not beauty pageants. Okay, you go to a beauty pageant to watch a beautiful girl, see who's going to win in the beauty pageant. Sometimes you have talent in there, or most of the time it's about their walk, the talk, and the beauty, right? Angels are not beauty pageants. Angels show up not to show themselves off. Angels show up with an assignment, a mission, a purpose, an exchange, a reproducing of something, a productivity of something, always, okay? So you need to know that, and that's why most people, good, I'm so glad you loved your prophecy, my friend, Diane, I'm so glad. So most people don't realize, that was for those in the newsfeed, for those of you who are watching in the future, most people don't realize that this is something that actually people don't know how to ask. You have not because you ask not. All right. So we're going to awaken you to the power of the angelic. And by the way, as you guys, many of you know, on these on these gosh, my brain is so right now not here. On these Monday calls, or excuse me, on these Monday lives, thank you, Lord, on Instagrams for every month, I will talk about things of the book, but I will not talk about and display things that are in the book necessarily, because of the fact I want you to understand that when you get the book, you will find totally brand new, fresh revelation you've never heard before. All right. So I'm just tapping on the surface for you guys right now. So I'm going to show you how to awaken to the angelic. We're also going to talk about, I love this, angelic awareness. Angelic awareness. Most people do not understand or know the purpose of how can I detect when angels are near me. It's not just about a sensory level in you, or nor is it about just a discernment level, of like, I can discern something's around me. I can discern people around me. Let me tell you something. If I told many of you what I've sensed in my presence before, many of you would call me a heretic, or you would like, no way, I felt the same way. I mean, because there's so many things. You got to learn to detect the things of the kingdom as they show up to know exactly how to begin to tap into that presence of what is available to you, what is around you, what is surrounding you. You can't just pick up on it by just, I got discernment. This is not a generic can of green beans. All right, you with me? I'm not being ugly, but it's true. This is not a generic can of green beans where, you eat one green bean, you eat them all, no matter what brand name. Let me tell you something. Generic green beans and Del Monte green beans taste differently, all right? Or whatever brand name you choose. And so my point with that is this, is discernment is not generic. You have to know discernment to know how to sharpen those levels of discernment and what types of discernment in you to discern what is around you, so where you're not just sensing something presence and not knowing what it is, because you don't want to suffer from lack of knowledge because you don't know what's around you in the spirit realm. Are you with me? So that's why I'm saying I'm going to bring you to an state of awareness about the angelic. Also, friends unseen. Another chapter in here, friends unseen. It's amazing to understand that you have a friend in God. And angels are friends of God. They're friends wanting to show up for you, to help work with you, work for you, but also to even instruct and direct the guidance of how you should travel in your life and go in movement. All right. I never forget Everybody, well, not everybody. My mother can tell you I drive fast. My friends can tell you I drive fast. I'm not gonna lie. Here's my confessing my faults one to another. Here in Alabama, I'm sorry, Alabamians drive so slow. Like they drive so slow. It's like this is not a Sunday drive, folks. Drive the speed limit or drive faster or get off the road. Road rage. No, but anyway, so my point being is, my mother used to say, well, the way you drive so fast, your angels, they let go way back they let go 3 miles ago. They can't hold on to your speed, and it was a laughing joke to my family for many, many years, and so, but I told her, I said, thank God that they do hold on because they're not natural hands and go by natural wind because, that way they will hold on because they can't hold on differently. All right. So that's just a sort of humorous joke for you guys. And also, another chapter talking here is angelic protection, knowing the protection, okay? Understanding what they protect of you. Do they protect your things? Do they protect you? Do they protect all the above? And what else do they protect about you? Good question. You're going to have to read the book to find out. Another chapter in my brand new book is dealing with angelic imagery. Oh my gosh, I can see those little things in your minds right now going off thinking, wait a minute, angelic imagery? What on earth is that? What on earth is that? Let's go there for a moment, all right? And I'll sort of read something to you from the book. But once again, I'm not telling you guys the book because you got to get it for yourself, all right? And let's see here. And so, and within this, I deal with this. Here's the thing. Ready? I'm going to read from my book. We think of the image of the angels that adorn Christmas trees every holiday and the image of the angel near a nativity scene overlooking the scene of baby Jesus in a manger. But where have those images come from? And are they factual images? How much of the imagery associated with angels is steeped in truth and how much is steeped in religious myth? I firmly believe that in the time of the body of Christ gains a better, more comprehensive, more mature understanding of angels if we are to ever truly harness angelic armies to our advantage. Listen to that. I want you to hear what I just said, okay? I'll read it again. I firmly believe that in the time of the body of Christ, as we gain more knowledge, more comprehension, more mature understanding of angels. Let's read this again. More mature understanding of angels if we are to ever truly harness angelic armies in our lives to our advantage. You've got to be able to understand and to know that you have to have the correct and proper aligned imagery of what angels are, what they do, and what they look like. All right? It's very important you understand that. Because let me explain this to you. Are you ready for this one? If you have a wrong concept or image of God, you will craft your own image versus the image of God that you're made into and out of. That's why it's important. Imagery can distort truth. Imagery can distort reality. Imagery can distort things. Why? Because of the fact it is, when you have a wrong image, you have a wrong definition, and you have a wrong understanding, and you have a wrong action. You've got to know, most people have never heard this before. I'm telling you from a biblical point of view. So that's one of the things I want to bring out as well. You have to read the rest of it to dive into it. Another one is secret places. Secret places. The angelic host of God brings you into a secret place. No matter where in your life it is, spiritually and naturally, the secret places of God are the things that we've got to begin to understand where that is, what it looks like, why angels do bring you to a secret place, what is his purpose and mission. All right? And I'll explain that within the book. Another one is I deal with hierarchy in another chapter. Another chapter is angels in healing. Now, let me explain this to you. A lot of people don't realize angels actually are displayed when it deals with the power of healing. The balm of Gilead, the name of Christ talks about, the name of God talks about. Angels assist in your healing, and I'm going to prove it to you biblically, okay? Now, there's another chapter in here called Eyes of the Kingdom. Now, what I'm going to do is, if I don't have time today, because I've got so much work I've got to take care of today, but I'm going to let you know this, okay? If you really are interested in understanding and knowing, okay, the different parts, even let me just say this as well. The very end of this book is called Closing Thoughts. And it's not even part of the chapters. And closing thoughts is probably one of the things that will blow your mind away when it deals with angels that I did not even include in chapters. I wanted to include it within that part of it, okay? So there's so many things I want you to understand about this, and so many places I want you to begin to dive into when it deals with angels, okay? Now, also, let me share this with you. When I talk about I go into different names of angels, that many of you are going to be like, get out of here. I heard that name, but I didn't know it was a real angel. I don't. You needed to be aware, all right? That's what I'm telling you. You need to be aware. Now, within the study guide of the book that you get for those on the program, free of charge, okay, $10.99 value, I talk about everything from, oh my gosh, let's find some good things within the study guide even, okay? I'm going to read part of the study guide. As you can see, even from the very beginning, there have existed angels in our midst. And it seems that every world religion had in some way regarding those divine messengers as heavenly. I'm going to dive into that. Through art and literature have been shown angels depicted in many different various ways. Interesting enough, though, these depictions and representations throughout history have always seemed to paint angels in very well human ways, always having very human features and qualities. Where have those ideas come from? So we're going to talk about that, all right? Also, in the study guide, now let me also take this as well. Within the study guide, see, this is where I got you guys. The book holds a lot of the powerful revelation I shared with you. But the study guide, the actual study guide itself, dives in all angel names that you've never heard of. So if you think you can order the book and not the study guide, you're going to miss the most important part of the entire existence of this book and this revelation of angels. Because only within the study guide is where I mentioned a list of all the different angel names that I'm going to show you where they come from and why they exist, and how you don't even realize there's angels of healing, different angels for different things. So I'm telling you guys, this is going to blow you away, okay? So, oh my gosh, I want somebody to tell you some of these angels' names you never heard of, but I'm not going to do it. So anyway, make sure you go today, sign up right now for the Hot Off the Press Monthly Book Club for these, because these are going to be locked into the Hot Off the Press Monthly Book Club, okay? And once again, we'll have it on the website only for a day or two, then they're gone. Because I'm trying to lock all of my brand new books into the Hot Off the Press Monthly Book Club, because those people have paid a price and they deserve it, all right? So that's what I'm saying. Make sure you're locked into the Hot Off the Press Monthly Book Club within the link here, all right? So I hope you guys have a dynamic, blessed day, and I'm telling you, if you don't get this combo right here to get on the program, you are going to miss out. Gosh, one of the ladies that actually reviewed my book, of the work of angels in our lives, reviewed it and said, Jeremy, I'll be honest with you, and I was thinking like, is she going to get a negative review? She said, I'm going to be honest with you, I have viewed, she said, 7 different angel books in the past 20 years of my life. And one of the most popular ones, I think, what is that real famous book? Was it by Dale Rogers or somebody? The Assignment of Angels, Angels on Assignment, that's what it was. From that day forward, she said, I've read some of the best of the books. And she said, this book of study guide is the best I've ever in my life read. She said, I've read stuff in here that I'm literally blown away that I've never read in any of those other books. And I'm like, well, I appreciate that. It's an honor for you to say that. And so I was really appreciative of that. So I want you guys to go right now, sign up for the Hot Off the Press Monthly Book Club, and you will get today shipped out to you the book and the works and the study guide. Once again, study guide's free for those in the program. If it's not, I used to charge them $10.99 for it. And you'll get the ebook free as well, $10.99 value A2. And you will get free shipping in the USA. If you are not in the USA, I stress to you very, very much, you need to call into the office and let our team talk to you about how to sign up, and we can work a deal with you. Okay, we can't give you free shipping, unfortunately, because you're out of the country, because it's really expensive. But we will cut a deal with you that will save you a lot of money in shipping, and you'll still get the study guide free. All right, so just to let you know that. I love every one of you. Make sure you're sharing this to your social media, and make sure you're praying for us always. Please make sure you're keeping me in your prayers, okay? I desperately need it right now in my life, and I need that. I need to know your warmth, your prayers that are helping me in my life as well, all right? I love every one of you. Have a dynamic, blessed day. I'll see you guys soon. Get the books today.